morning to all the viewers. How humble I am this morning to welcome you in the chat room at Fedelia. This day we are speaking about conquering depression, and as I am having with me Fedelia Prins, I just want to give a short explanation and read about what depression is. Depression is a mental health disorder characterized by persistently depressed mood or loss of interest in activities, causing significant impairment in daily life. Possible causes include a combination of biological, psychological, and social sources of distress. What we try to do this afternoon in the show is to tell the viewers that you can conquer depression. And I'm gonna introduce you immediately to my guest, Fedelia Prins, who is gonna share on her story on how she conquered depression and her journey. I thank you so much. Fedelia, thank you for joining me this morning. I know that you have taken time out of your schedule just to be here, and I'm very humbled. Thank you for honoring my invite. Kindly introduce yourself to the viewers.
Thank you, Pastor Frida. My name is Fedelia. I'm originally from Randfontein, residing in Potchefstroom. I also want to take this opportunity to congratulate all the women out there a happy Women's Month. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes, this is the reason for the chat room this morning. It is because of Women's Month, and it is important that we speak about these things we as women are suffering from. I'm immediately going to give over to Fedelia, who is going to share her story. Fedelia, kindly tell me about yourself, your childhood. Who are you? And what has made you to end up at a point of depression in a mental institution? Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pastor Frida. I didn't have an easy childhood. I suffered rejection from my mother, was abused as a child. And as years passed, I became a tomboy. One can say it was a hiding place for me. As years passed by, I had a longing for love, and when seeking for love in all the wrong places. After I matriculated, I decided to move to Potch, and shortly after that, I met my ex-husband.
Before we go there, can we just move back a little in your story? You said you become a tomboy. Can you explain to me what you mean by saying you became a tomboy, and in what activities you share in being a tomboy?
As I was saying, Pastor Frida, it was a hiding place for me. I wanted to be unattractive for the opposite sex. And that was the only way out for me, to be a tomboy, to be like a girly man.
This is an interesting point. I want the viewers to sit with us a moment and listen to what Fedelia is saying. She said she became a tomboy to be unattractive for the opposite sex, so that no one can notice her. So it will make me to look at lesbianism with another eye. and see that to end up in that position might also be because of hurt, because of rejection. The way she phrased it, she said a hiding place. This is a topic for another day, but I just want us to look at it because many people, our gay brothers, our lesbian sisters, say that they are born this way, and here we hear from another angle that not necessarily are you born that way, but because of hurt, because of rejection, it can also be used as a hiding place. Kindly take note of that. Thank you. You may continue.
Thank you, Pastor Frida. As I was saying, shortly after my arrival in Potchefstroom, I met my ex-husband, a very loving, withdrawn person. Unfortunately for him, he didn't know how to deal with his emotions and introduced me to different levels of abuse, such as physical, emotional, just to name a few. And back then I didn't know right from wrong. So I thought this is coming with a package. It is a result of being loved. So I have accepted it. And unfortunately for me, I was unemployed back then.
Do I understand you right when you say you have accepted the abuse?
Yes,
What kind of abuse?
Emotionally, he would play mind games with me, telling me that no one will love me like he would. I am of no good. Physically, he would beat me up time and again. Yeah, so I know that all.
I understand. I thank you. You may proceed.
Thank you, Pastor Frida. Since I was unemployed back then, I went into a very funny state. I struggled to get out of bed. I would not open the windows or the curtains. I would not socialize. I would not eat. The only things I would do is sleep and cry all day, every day. So our priest back then referred me to a doctor, of which the doctor referred me to Veteran Hospital. Not only is Veteran Hospital, but it's also a mental institute. Upon my arrival, I was admitted because I suffered a very high level of depression. During my stay at Veteran, I was put on medication. And
Before we come to that, what were your thoughts of Fedelia in a mental institution back then?
I fought with myself because I asked myself, am I really going mad now? In fact, I didn't even know what depression really meant. But the easy way to explain it to me was that it is a high level of stress. I battled with the fact that I had to stay at Veteran. But
because people think that when you end up in an institution of that nature, you are insane, you are not normal, but that is a lie. I want the viewers to know, to end up in a mental institution is not because you did not make it in life or what, but it is rather an institution that can help you to build a better life. Thank you.
Thank you, Pastor. I was put on medication for the time I was there. I had to visit the therapist 1 or 2 a week. It was a tough road because I had to revisit my childhood. I had to face my demons in order to conquer depression. I want to take this opportunity to encourage someone out there. Depression is real. The road to recovery is not easy. The road to recovery starts with oneself. There is help out there. Seek help. Take your medication. go for therapy, regardless of what people might say, and conquer depression. Thank you, Pastor Frida.
Thank you so much. You are in the chat room with Frida Phyllis and Fedelia Prins. What do we want to say? Women, go out there. Take your power back. Do not allow any man to take your power. Do not allow your boss to take your power. Do not allow a situation to overwhelm you to such a point that you lose your power, and at all times go out and impact the world. Be your beautiful self. And on this Women's Month, from the chat room, we wish you a blessed month. Until we meet again, thank you so much for sitting and drinking tea with us this day. Have a blessed day. Thank you.